Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into the second release from Cosmic Brushes, and this is the Cooltrals palette. I saw the name and I was like, wait, what? But we are diving in. I did a video for the Neutrals palette the other day, so check the drop down box if you want to link to that video first and check it out before we dive into Cooltrals. But you guys, before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos, and if you like this video, make sure to hit a big thumbs up. But if you want to see how I got this eye look using the new release from Cosmic Brushes, just keep watching. Okay, today we are using the Cosmic Brushes Cooltrals palette. If you saw the previous video, which was the Cosmic Brushes Neutrals palette, we tried out this very neutral color story, and it is quite gorgeous. I actually wore it for work this morning, but now I want to dive in and see what the cool tones are all about. This color story, very blue and gray leaning with some silvers. I do like that you have this pop of pink up here. But I want to swatch these colors, see what they're all about. There's some shimmers, duochromes, triochromes, and just a smattering of mattes in here. The palette yesterday, beautiful. Very buttery and smooth, applied so splendidly on the eye, and just blended together so nicely. So let's swatch these, get an idea of what we want to use, and dive in. Okay, you guys, this palette leans very blue and gray tones, but I would be slacking off if I didn't talk about the fact that there's two tan shades in here, Eternal and Stone Cold, two tan mattes, which are nice to have as light accent tones in the crease. You've got the purpley shades in Grounded and Natural, and then the shimmers Gravitate, which has purple, magenta, green, and yellow. It is beautiful. And then the shade Secret, which is kind of like a lavender lilac shade. I'd say it's more lavender, with pink and purple and silver glitter in it. And then even Tempting, it has blue, but it leans a little purple, kind of like a periwinkle. Very beautiful. And you don't have a matte black in this palette. You do have Eclipse, which is a matte black with silver glitter, kind of like the sequins shades I've talked about in previous palettes. The color story is very beautiful. You do have Slate, which is a beautiful grayish silver shade that would be pretty in the inner corner or the brow bone, just as a cool toned accent. Also doubles as a very beautiful highlighter. The matte shades are very buttery smooth, and I feel like you have a pretty good variety as far as cool tones are concerned. Grays, blacks, purples, and tans. I feel like the two palettes together are pretty cohesive, especially if you're neutrals but you want some pops of depth and dimension. You could definitely do that with both of the palettes, but you also don't need both. If you're one of those that likes the deeper tones, Cooltrals is definitely that one because it has the deep dark shades in the blues and the purples, but then Neutrals has the tans and browns. I want to say there's a burgundy magenta shade in there. But like I said, I will link the Neutrals palette video down below so you can check it out if you're interested in watching that. Now let me prime my eyes and we will dive into this beautiful color story. Okay, you guys, when I first looked at this palette before I swatched it, I really thought I was going to be using blue tones. After swatching them, I think I want to use the purpley tones. That's just what I'm feeling today. I'm going to go into the shade Crave. This is a pale purpley shade. Kind of a pinkish hue to it, but I think it'll be a good one for in the crease in the outer V, especially as we get darker with the purple tones, the two shades that are in here. I would love to have it not end up being up by my eyebrow, and that's why I use lighter tones to just kind of give that diffused buffer between my darker shades. You guys, I don't know if you guys can hear them, but Dixon will not let me out of his sight. He is guarding the door, and he's kind of snoring because he's napping. It's so cute. I don't think you guys can hear him, but if you can, that's what it is. It's Dixon snoring. If we're not home, he won't sleep. Like, he just wants his humans to be there. And then he's on high alert. if I get home and I'm on a conversation or a phone call, I don't always get out of my Jeep right away. And he will mean mug me in the front window. Like, are you ready? Are you coming in? So when I get out of the Jeep, I just get this evil glare through the blinds. Anyone else have a dog that does that? And it doesn't matter. Like, even when we were in New York, he went with us. He took over my sister's couch and would sit in the window waiting for us to get home. All right, I think we have a really pretty pale starting off shade. I can see it in the mirror. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. I'm gonna go into the shade Grounded. I had to re-swatch them and remember which one was the first tone I wanted to use. I'm gonna use Grounded on my fluffy crease brush. Place it ever so slightly and then blend it. Also, you guys, because I know you're very perceptive, the mustache tattoo is new. I hadn't talked about my engagement ring, and one of y'all is like, is that something? Is that new? And I'm like, yep, yes it is. So I figured I would talk about it because I think I've done 2 videos and I haven't discussed the mustache tattoo. But I know someone will ask in the comments. You guys tend to. It's been a running joke. I keep joking about, what was it? My 30th birthday. I had flown back from Japan to go to school when I was stationed over there. And my friend Casey came and picked me up for my birthday. She had gotten me all the like mustache themed things. The 30 glasses with the hanging mustache. The fuzzy sticker mustaches, and I thought it was funny. And then I had like a flamingo named Bert. We named him Bathroom Bert. It sounds so weird, but it was an inside joke, and like there's a lot that goes with it. But he also went with us the entire trip, all around Hampton Roads area, and since that day I've joked about, like, you know, if you're sitting in a meeting or you're doing something and I'm like, this could have been a text message or an email. Like, I don't know why I'm sitting in this room. I would always joke with my friends. I'm like, I need something that is going to be a good distraction where we're just kind of like internally giggling to ourselves. Well, I have joked about getting, you guys hear the thunder? Whew, it was beautiful out earlier and now we got rain and thunder. But I had joked about getting a mustache tattoo, and I'd be like, and I was like, you know what? If we're just sitting in a meeting and I'm sitting across from my friend, I could literally just be like, and they'd understand the joke. To some, it's going to be, oh, that's so stupid and dumb. But to me, it's just kind of funny. Like, I have an interesting sense of humor, and I thought it was the funniest thing. And when we were up in New York, my sister's boyfriend was like, I'm going to get a mustache on every finger. I'm going to get a different style on each one. But I did end up getting my tattoo there after dinner and drinks one night. My sister found a place when we were getting ready to head home, and we stopped in there. But straight like this, it's just one of the old school handlebar mustaches, but then you fold it, and now you've got the one that's a little bit longer. It is still trying to heal, so it's looking crazy right now. I've been using the tattoo goo and stuff on it, but just in case you guys were wondering, yes, I got that done when I was in New York visiting my sister. Luke got a tattoo as well. He got a little shark on the back of his elbow. All right, I'm going to go into the shade Natural. This one I'm going to pick up on my compacted smudge brush and just kind of place it in the outer V. I kind of want to deepen this up so it's a little more esque. So Dixon also is not a fan of the rain. I don't think I've told you guys the story of how Luke and Dixon became... Oh, yeah, he just moved right underneath my feet. You okay? Yeah. You okay? You can sit on my lap. So Luke rescued Dixon from the Yorkie shelter in Houston. Didn't he? You okay, Bubba? Oh, I need to clean your eyes out. He won't let me near his eyes. Luke has to usually clean his eyes for him. But he was actually out during Hurricane Harvey and they found him. So they think that he had been on the streets before Hurricane Harvey though. Luke just went looking on a whim and found him. They've been together for a long time. So they also weren't sure how old he was when Luke adopted him. We think he's like 8 or 9 now, but he is such a sweetheart. He heard the rain and he immediately moved from the door, came under my feet. Are you okay, Bubba? The good thing is he doesn't howl, but if it's a really bad storm, he just wants to be nestled up to somebody. I am going to use my fluffy crease brush, no extra product, but just on this outer edge right here. And this will actually, like, I'll probably use my makeup wipe to just straighten it out a little bit. Gonna go into the shade Gravitate. This shade is gonna go into the middle right here. I'm gonna pick it up on my middle finger. Oh, look how foiled that is. Just place it right here. Now into the shade Secret. I'm gonna pick this one up on my ring finger, right here in the inner corner. Ooh, I love how that marries together. This one's not going to require a lot of work to blend. Okay, I really like this. And I thought I was going to be going with blue tones when I was looking at this. I'm going to go do this eye, do some base products. I'll be back so we can finish off this under eye. Okay, base products are done. Now we just need to finish off this under eye. There's just something about putting on base products and cleaning up the outer edges that just bring an eye look together. Granted, I still need liner and mascara, but I really like how it's coming together. Now to finish off the underneath, I don't think I'm gonna do the lightest shade that I put into the crease kind of as a buffer. I don't think it'll make a difference, honestly. I'm gonna go into the shade Grounded. This one I'm gonna pick up on my small compacted smudge brush ever so slightly because it is a darker shade. I'm not really putting anything down to kind of like buffer. You guys, he is breathing so hard right now. Going into the shade Natural. This one's just going to stay mostly in the outer V area. And then my larger compacted smudge brush. Switch over. To get this line, I did use my makeup wipe, which is why it's so straight and precise. I don't always do that, and it honestly just depends on the makeup I'm using. Just trying to make them look the same, which is sometimes not that easy. Okay, now for the inner corner, I don't really think, actually I lied. There's literally the shade Slate, which I said would be beautiful in the inner corner. But I'm also looking at Reveal, which is kind of like a duochrome. Ooh. I don't think that's what I want to use today. I'm going to use the shade Slate, which I literally said during my swatches that it'd be beautiful in the inner corner, in the brow bone. Especially if you're trying to keep it dark and moody. Like, it's beautiful, and it stays on the darker tones. I'm going to go in ever so slightly with this on the brow bone, because I don't want to mess it up and it'd be too dark. Ooh. It does give a nice wash of shimmer. Okay, let me go do some eyeliner, mascara, brows, and lips. I'll be back with the final look. Okay, you guys, I am back and this is the final look. I really like how my makeup turned out. The eyeshadow palette, the shades, they're so blendable and easy to use. I'm loving these chromes right here. They are so stunning on the eyes. I did not think I was gonna go this dark and use purple shades. Not using this palette. I was like, okay, you know, I'll probably end up in some like blues and gray tones, maybe like a smoky eye. No, I ended up in purples. This color story I really like. I do like that there's a different variety of shades to use. You could use the tan shades, the purple shades, the blue and silver gray shades. When I think of cool tones, a lot of times, like recently there's been the all gray and silver and black palette from Natasha Denona. There's a couple other ones that I've picked up that I can't quite think of. There's one from Adept that I just picked up and it was a collaboration. Amy Loves. I was like, I know I just used this one because I did take it with me to New York. And it seems like cool tones are in right now. And I'm really surprised because usually I'm not thinking cool tones for spring and summer. I'm thinking more like fall and winter. So I like that we're changing it up, and what we're traditionally used to, like the bold orangey and reds and hot pinks and just the fun festive spring and summer colors we're used to, are not the colors that we're seeing in eyeshadow palettes being released right now. So dive in, play around. And for me, like, I look at a color palette and sometimes I'm like, okay, well that gives me fall vibes, or this gives me more of like smoky, gothy vibes for Halloween. This gets me out of my comfort zone. I wouldn't normally go for cool tones in the summer, but I'm having fun with them. And this, if you have not picked up Cosmic Brushes, I love how affordable they are. Their color quality, the shadows, the smoothness, just the buttery multi-chromes, duochromes, and shimmers. I'm really liking how my eyes turned out today. Let me know your thoughts, put it in the comments, we'll have that conversation. But you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos, and if you like this video, make sure you hit a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.